Hey everyone, Django here. So today we are looking at the La-7. We're gonna look at it with a little bit of history starting out and 2 matches. And we're gonna see what we can do in this plane, see how it performs, see what it's good at, and see how we have to use this plane to be efficient. I'll see you in the match. Hey guys, so here we are in the match. Now the concept of the La-7 was put forward in 1943, while the earlier La-5 proved to be one of the best Soviet fighters produced up to that point. The main designer of the La-5, Semyon Lavochkin, felt that it could be improved even further. Work on the completely new fighter began in the early months of 1944. The new fighter was supposed to be an improved version of the La-5's design. The changes included the incorporation of a lighter and more durable metal airframe in place of the earlier wooden one. Other changes included the mounting of a new gun sight and a new propeller, as well as the strengthening of the landing gear struts and the streamlining of the wings. It was to be armed with 3 Berezin B-20 20mm cannons. However, the delay in the production of these cannons meant that most of the new La-7s were armed with 2 20mm shVAK cannons, like its predecessor. After more tests, the new fighter was accepted into serial production in late 1944. In September, the first La-7s found their way onto the front lines with the 63rd Guards Fighter Aviation Corps. The fighter was warmly received. It was faster and more maneuverable than the La-5, which meant it could more efficiently tackle the most common German fighter, the Bf-109G. The armament of 2 20mm was still lacking compared to fighters like the Focke-Wulf 190 and some of the Bf-109s. Still, the La-7 became one of the Soviets' most successful fighters of the war. Well, when we look at this plane in game, like its counterpart in reality, it has excellent low altitude performance, which is under 3000 meters, has decent maneuverability, it has great acceleration and a good rate of climb. It also features a good roll rate and it has great energy retention in level flight, so it has good speed there as well. What it doesn't do too well is high altitude performance above 4000 meters, and it has a poor maximum dive speed. Now this plane is considered to be a jack of all trades. It's a little bit good at everything, but it doesn't excel at anything, which also means that it is not perfectly suited to a traditional boom and zoom roll from high up. What it does do well though is what I'm trying to do here, and that is fly it from around 4500 meter downwards. So you dive from this altitude and you don't go up past 4500 meter or so. From here you can dive into the 3000 meter range, where this plane is very good, excellent even, and boom and zoom from there. Now here we avoid a head-on with this Key 45. We're looking at the P-51 to see what it does, but it doesn't come back for me. So I decide I can continue with the Key 45. I see another P-51 incoming here, so I decide to climb up a little bit here. As long as we don't turn fight on this altitude, the plane is perfect. Did you see the Key 45 pilot jump there? BSH Yamaoka, he just bailed because he thought I was gonna kill him. Jumped out of his plane to prevent me from getting the kill. I never understood that kind of stuff. Anyway, here's the P-51 pilot. We shoot him on fire. It takes a left and I don't want to take a left. I'll fly right into the enemy spawning plane. So I take a right and go after the bow fighter. And hopefully that plane will be killed by the fire. I thought I saw the fire was out though there. There goes the bow fighter. Check my rear. The P-51 is indeed no longer on fire. It's just smoking. We take it up into the air. We have 5 kills at the moment. Now we're at 3000 meters right now. Quickly checking the scoreboard here. Now we are going to dive on this furball. Who are we going to pick out? We are going for Spetsnaz here in his Spitfire. Follow through on the shVAK there. And that's 2 in a row. That's nice. And we're going for altitude again. At least a little bit. We got good speed here. We were over or close to 700. And we are going over 2000 meters here again. We loop over, going back into the fray. Turning a little bit to the right. I don't want to go straight into the spawn zone. A lot of fighters coming back there. Yeah, and there goes the P-51D that I shot on fire earlier. Maybe he went to land or tried to land on the airfield and crashed there. So here we go, we're at around 3000 meters again. Still in the perfect altitude for this plane. Here we have this Yao Mocha guy who jumped out of his Key 45 to prevent me from getting the kill. Which I find, what would I say, right? Distasteful behavior. I'd say dish it out, but P-51D here. Shoot him on fire. And he turns away back to his spawn. I don't want to go in there following him. I will get killed. So again, I turn back. Use my speed to get back some altitude. And look for the next target. We destroyed the enemy base. That means the match is gonna end. And that also means that I'm gonna try to get a few more kills before the end of this match. Spitfire. We miss his shot, so he turns in very nicely there. And I guess I'll have to resign to this number of kills, because I'm not gonna get another chance. Our tickets are almost gone.
We've taken the initiative. Victory is ours. Let's go home.
Let's see how we did. So let's see, we've got Survivor and Terror of the Sky. 9 kills, 2000 points, second in the match. Yeah, good match, good score. Let's go to the next one. Hey guys, so here we are in the second match. This is the beginning of the action. We spawned in 2 Airfield domination match. And we have arrived at the airfield, or one of the airfields. I completely missed that bomber there. We do get him though. Wolf 190 following one of my allies. Gonna try to save him there. I think we succeeded. Now we turn in, see the Spitfire here in the fog. We only get a hit in. Take it back up into the vertical. Use rudder. Turn quickly. We get an assist. Check our rear. There's a doe coming in there. We got killed. We've taken A. And B is still neutral. So they didn't take B while we were here with a lot of the team. King Cobra. We shoot him down. Now there's a Firefly here coming in, close bypass. And we also get him. Now that leaves us with 4 kills in the opening minutes of the game, which is a nice start. And these airfield domination matches can be long matches. If you're lucky, right? When both teams take one airfield, and sometimes they switch back and forth. But not too much. These matches can take very long. Which I usually like, but... Now B seemed to be being kept a little bit there by one of ours, but didn't go fully. It was aborted. Probably got shot down or something. Enemy is strong at the other airfield, so they'll probably get it. At some point, at least, we assume. Now a Beaufighter and a Typhoon here with 2 of my allies. We're going in, going for the Beaufighter here. And we get him. He got pretty close, but he couldn't turn in enough to get his guns on me. Now we take the opportunity to use our speed to climb a little bit here. Get our bearings, what's the situation. We make a loop into the vertical. Gonna look at the Typhoon there, or maybe one of these incoming planes on the right. The Typhoon gets shot on fire by the Firefly there. We're going for this Hurricane. Miss our shots, but not again. There he goes. Gives us our 6th kill. It is Heinkel 111 up there. And we might as well get him while we're at it. That's what I thought. Now here we actually get B as well. So we now hold both of the airfields and the enemy ticket counter is going down rapidly. Now let's get the Heinkel out of the equation here. And there he goes. These guns are nice, as you know. I love the shVAK cannons. Together with the MG 151s of the Germans, these 20mm are my favorite. I can't really choose between those 2 models of 20mm cannons. They're both excellent. Now here we want to go for the highest target. There were 2 on the runway there. If you're going for kills you might go there, but if you want to go for air supremacy, you have to get the highest people who are highest up there. That's what I chose for in this case. If we remove the Typhoon, me and my teammate here are the highest planes up. And we can continue with our control over this airfield. Now here you see me turning in and shoot him down. 8 kills, ticket counters is almost gone. I look around, is there anybody near? Maybe that guy. I'm about to turn in there for these 2 targets here. Yes, there we go. But that's the end of the match. We do not get another opportunity to shoot an enemy down. $33,000 Silver Lions. Survivor, best squad, and Terror of the Sky. Very nice. Research point 1600. Top of the team, first place. Another good match in a good plane. Now, I'll see you in the conclusion. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. Now that went pretty well, but I also had some matches this afternoon that didn't go as well, and as I look back on them I realized that in those matches I tried to fight too high with this plane. I tried to fight over 5,000 meters, and this plane has a very poor performance at high altitude, especially above 4,000. And of course, the higher you get above 5,000, it's crazy. It starts to get worse and worse. So, but yeah, so it's very important that you use this plane in another capacity, and I would say you could use it in the role of a mid-altitude boom and zoom energy fighter, where you start at 4,000, 4,500, and from there you go down, because this plane has an excellent low altitude performance. At 3,000 meters is perfect, and lower. And it has a decent maneuverability, it has great acceleration, it has a good rate of climb, good roll rate, and it has great energy retention in level flight, so it's a good speed there. So what you want to do is get to about 4,500, between 4,000 and 4,500 meters, and from there you boom and zoom targets lower than you. If you see targets higher than you, 2 kilometers up, you just have to try to avoid those, because if you go above 4,500 meters and you start to fight there, you are at a disadvantage. You don't turn as well, you don't roll as well, your performance goes down, and planes that are good there, that are perfect for the boom and zoom roll, will kill you without a doubt. So you have to use this plane a little different, and for me that was also getting used to, because my usual style is to start from boom and zooming and to start from high up. I can't really do that with this plane. I really had a few frustrating matches before I was like, oh right, yeah, this is... So really the performance is not... You cannot compensate it with being a good pilot. You know, you just get shot down, and yeah, for me it was a bit frustrating. But after I started to fly it as it's supposed to be flown, I did much better, and I had good matches. Now overall I still did well, but lately I haven't died on a regular basis. And well, if you die 3 times in a match, for me that's a lot. So I was like, okay, yeah, at high altitude, not good. But all in all, this plane is good if you use it correctly, and very strong actually, if you use it correctly. So definitely recommend you flying it that way, because it will net you the results that you want. Well, I hope you enjoyed those 2 matches. If you did, make sure to like the video, leave me a comment, and if you want to see more, subscribe. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.